And a warm welcome to you from Azadlik Square, heart of Baku and home, of course, to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. With high speeds, tight corners and few runoff zones, many are expecting a safety car here today. So our drivers will have to stay very much on their toes and hopefully out of the barriers. With 20 turns and a length of 3.7 miles, Baku City Circuit in the heart of the Azerbaijan capital is a real test of a driver's endurance, patience and precision. 90-degree corners through Sector 1 lead into a tightening uphill sprint as we start to circle around the old city. Then a 1.4-mile chase flat out through Sector 3 towards the finish line. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday and he'll start from pole position. And it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Russell, Perez, Albon,
Wow, unbelievable.
Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Norris, Gasly, Oscar Piastri, Stroll, Ocon, Bottas, Magnussen, Joe, Daniel, Tsunoda, Hulkenberg, and Daniel Ricciardo fills the last spot on the grid. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. And alongside me today, a man small in stature but big on comment, Anthony Davidson. Hello. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
We're at the back, but give it 100% and we can still come away with a decent result. I believe in you, come on.
Thank you so much, Mark. Well, as you can see, P17 is our starting position today. It's been a roller coaster the last qualifying sessions. The last 4 we were in Q3 in 2 and in Q1 in the other 2. So yeah, today guys is a very long race. This is Baku. We will have to fight with Joe at the beginning of the start. Behind we have the Tsunoda, Hulkenberg and Ricciardo. And just ahead is the other Haas, Magnussen. This is the drivers we have to fight with. Alexander Albon, my teammate, I don't know how he's doing that. He will start at P6. It's amazing the speed he has this weekend. Let's see what he can achieve. I'm sure he will be, if he finishes, he will score points once again. And I think we have chances, but this is something we can talk later on. Before to talk about the race, as always, race strategy, guys. Okay, today there are many possibilities. Before to start this live, my intention was exactly this plan: medium and hard tire. Here we are using the softest range of Pirelli tires. That means C3, C4 and C5. The C5 here is the red tire, the soft, and as you know, the C5 tire is the softest, the fastest, and the most fragile as well. It's really fragile. I was testing the tire in practice. After 3-4 laps, the performance of the tire drops drastically. You start sliding a lot. It's very difficult to manage that tire, and as you can see in the second strategy, in the alternate strategy, you can see the pace how it rises up after 2 or 3 laps. It's not an unstable tire. It's a very fast tire at the beginning, but it's in 4 or 5 laps is lower than the other 2 tires. The hard tire here I did not test so much, to be honest. I'm a bit concerned about the performance of the hard. That's why my intention was to start exactly doing this strategy, starting on medium, that it's by far the best tire here, and then putting the hard tire just one stop. On this strategy, obviously, we need to manage a bit the medium, because medium is a good tire, but if you don't manage properly, obviously you will suffer later on. I mean, I don't know, it depends as well about how many drivers will start on this medium. I don't know if someone will try the soft at the beginning, especially if we have cars behind with soft. The start will be tricky, but because the first 2 or 3 laps of these drivers will be very, very quick, very fast. So basically, my idea is to stick on this plan, on the starting on medium tires, and at some point between lap 20-25 to put the medium tire. Obviously, if we have safety cars, we can anticipate the entry in the box, because obviously here I think the only strategy available is starting on medium, because if we have a very early safety car in lap, let's say 15 or 20, and we start on hard, we cannot do 35 laps on medium. We can do, but we will suffer a lot at the end. So in case we start on medium and we have a very early safety car in lap 15 or even earlier, you can put the hard and you know that it will last, you know, the whole race. So I think I don't see any other alternate strategy, you know, different to this one. Obviously, if we have a late safety car or something like that, we can adapt the strategy, but I'm not sure if to do something different to this strategy. Obviously, we can discuss about the laps, about the how many laps we can do on each tire. Now we have data at the end. Actually, pitting in lap 21 says that lap 21 it will be on 34% wear, and the maximum tire wear is 75, or pitting on lap 45. The question is if we have chances to do the undercuts. Here I think the undercut is important, but at the same time it's very important to be in the DRS every time to manage the battery and the energy. But at some point after 10-15 laps, I'm sure people will start to thinking into stop earlier to do the undercut. It will be powerful here. Question is when people will stop. Sorry. So yeah, if we anticipate, we can lose time. If we anticipate a lot the lap times, you know, I don't know, and I understand this graphic. Well, it's a bit weird, but anyway, yeah, I mean, question is to anticipate a bit the pit stop, to extend it a bit. You know, that's the key, guys. Obviously, if we extend the stint on medium, also at the end we can have very good tires at the end in comparison to other guys. Maybe if we are able to manage the tires, the medium very well, we have chances to extend a lot of the stint, losing a bit of time, but being very, very fast at the end. Obviously, this is between lap 21, lap 25, for example, or lap 17 or 18, something like that, guys. It's very, very tiny margin between to thinking about to do the undercut or to extend a bit more the stint and being much faster. Then obviously, if we extend it so much, we have the option to have a safety car and to you know, to gain a lot of places pitting under safety car period, and pitting very early. Obviously we can undercut people, but it depends how they will go. I think, guys, I'm thinking now, and I think this time I will try to do the longest one. I think I will try to be to stop as late as possible, because here we have chances, big chances of a safety car. If we are able to manage the tires really well, I can do 25 laps, maybe 26 even. Extending a bit more the pit stop, waiting for a possible safety car, you know, and try to be the last car into pit, you know, in the first stint. Maybe we can lose time at the beginning, I know, but yeah, maybe at the end we can be fast on these tires. So it's a bit risky, this strategy as well, because if we have not a safety car, obviously I will lose a lot of places once I will stop. But I think here at Baku, I prefer to at some point to be in free air, even with cars behind me pitting, you know, and being in a train of cars. If they are in a train of cars, even on new tires, and I still on track, maybe they can even lose time fighting each other. This is a track where it's very easy to have trains of cars. There are long straights. I think free air is crucial here on this track, and the idea I think will be this one, to extend a lot the pit stop, guys. I think I will do that. Also, we have the chances of a safety car and to pit to save a lot of time, you know. So I think this is a very good strategy. Lap 25, something like that, to stop a bit later than the others, and it can make the difference. It's just about 4 laps, but maybe these 4 laps can make the difference. And I don't see any better strategy than this one, guys. I could do the opposite, to pit earlier. Also it's possible, but as I said, if I pit very early in the race, first I have the menace or risks of a safety car, and also if people extend so much the stint, they at the end will come with super fresh tires. Obviously the hard tire I'm not worried about. It's a tire very consistent, and it's not very fast, but it's really consistent. But I think this is the winner strategy, guys. If we are able to, first of all, avoid contacts and everything, not crash, and to manage this medium until lap 25, 26, if we are able to be one of the latest cars into pit, I think we have big chances here, guys. Big chances. So let's see. I think this is gonna be the strategy. About fuel, I think I remember that Baku is a high demanding fuel track. I mean, obviously with safety cars it will be very easy to manage the fuel, but we cannot risk too much. Anyway, let's try to put 1 lap extra. I think with 1 lap it should be okay. But yeah, we have to consider to manage the fuel very well here. And about the setup, well, guys, the only changes I did during the weekend was to reduce the rear wing. That was at the beginning in 15, I think, and in practice I decided to reduce some points of the rear wing because I saw in the main straight the speed track was not very fast, and our car Williams is very good in these conditions of very long straights. So, and today the only thing I can change is the front wing. Obviously if I increase it, it's not good for my speed in straight line, but also it can help me to save a bit more of tires, getting more grip from the aerodynamic. But I think I will not change it. Guys. So I think it will be like that. This front wing. Then the rest of the settings, maybe I will increase a bit the engine braking to increase the recovery, the MGUK recovery, and in that way harvesting more energy, guys. This is a track where you need a lot of energy during the lap. It's very important. And especially for the last longest straight. And I think let's increase a bit the engine braking on that. Well, the rest is not possible to change. The brakes, let's put it on 56, and this is the tire pressure. So basically that's the plan. That should be the plan for me, guys. This idea. Now the race start. Obviously Baku is a tricky place to start. It's easy to have contact. Turn 1 and 2 is not so wide, very slow. Cars are very aggressive here. I have the clean line this time on the right side. That means I can have more traction. But obviously it won't be easy. My idea should be to try to pass as much cars as possible in the lap 1. My ideal start should be to pass Joe, that is at the left side, Magnussen, and then Bottas. If I can pass these cars in lap 1 should be amazing, and in that way to be in a position where I can start to catch the next train of cars. That we have Aston Martins in front, we have Piastri I think as well, the Alpines. That this is a group that will be close to the point zone. So my idea is, as I said, to pass these cars as fast as possible. Joe, Magnussen and Valtteri Bottas as well. Anyway, as I said, it won't be easy at all. Turn 1 probably will be on the outside line, and I will have to be very careful with that because the wall is there at the outside. Very easy, someone can push you wide and to have a crash there. Also in turn 2 the same, very narrow. The outside is good, you have better grip, but the wall will be very close as well. So we will have to manage the risks there in lap 1. Will be very important, no? You know, and crucial to try to avoid contact there. Ideally, if I cannot gain places, my idea is to maintain behind these cars. It will be very important to know the tires they will use at the start. If they are starting on soft tire, it will be difficult to maintain behind these cars at the beginning, but as long as we stay on DRS, I think it will be enough. Also here to stay on DRS is crucial to save battery. The energy management is, as I said, absolutely crucial, and let's see what we can do there. But as I said at the beginning of the race, my target are these 3 guys, Joe, Magnussen, Bottas, to try to pass them and to try to connect with the next train of cars, where it will be the Alpines, I think the Stroll will be there, Alonso, Piastri, cars that they will be fighting for that P10 and the first points places, you know. So but anyway, this is long game, this is Baku, guys, and in Baku anything can happen. If we do not have a good start, it's patient, you know. A lot of things can happen here, so the management of the medium will be super important on these tires. Let's see if someone has the same tires than me at the start as well, and let's see what we can do there onwards. So very interesting race, guys. I don't know where I will finish, but obviously I imagine a crazy race at some point. I don't know if we will have a safety car, but I'm imagining now a race where at some point, if we stay on track without troubles and not crashing, chances will appear here at some point at Baku. So that's my mindset for today, is don't make silly mistakes, don't crash with anyone, don't try to risk so much because it's long game, it's patient, it is Baku, and with that mentality is how I will approach this race, guys. At the end, maybe I can be on points at the end of the race, maybe I cannot, I will be out. I think here today anything is possible, guys. I don't know what result will be, but I have the feeling that absolutely everything is possible today. Could be interesting to know, and it will be possible to watch on Twitch .tv/DannyFloss1. This is my Twitch username, and this is where I will be racing in 24 minutes. So please, guys, don't follow me there if you really want to support me and to watch the race on live with me. And don't forget also subscribe to this YouTube channel, FlossF1G, which is where I do this live stream, these pre-race live streams, and I upload the session replays and everything. Super important for supporting this channel, guys. I really need you. And now let's end this stream. That was the pre-race analysis, let's say, of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Round 17, only 8 These 8 races to go to end this career mode in the F124 game. This is Baku, and this can be a very, very entertaining race. Let's see what we can do. Let's try to do our best as always, and let's fight for everything is possible out there. And we have to do it. Never give up, guys. Never give up. Everything is possible. See you on Twitch in 24 minutes. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for your support. See you there.